Guys, make some noise for John Burrello, everybody! All right, honestly, I was hoping there'd be more bald people, so it's fine. It's fine. I see a couple. Oh, there you go. Hey, if the war breaks out tonight, it's just you and me, We're fine. We got them, I think. I'm still jealous of a good head of hair when I see one, and I see some good ones out there tonight. You're very lucky. Good for you. You did it. But it's weird. As a bald person, I've also found increasingly over the years that I'm, in addition to being jealous of a good head of hair, I'm also. Are you also? Do you relate to this? Do you find yourself also just jealous of the shape of other bald men's heads? Does that happen to you? It's a weird one because I'll catch myself. I'll be walking down the street and I'll just get lost in some guy's scalp sometimes. Just like catch my reflection, I'll be looking at, be like, oh, what a dome! Just. He's got a good head of head. He's got a good head of head. So in the Bible, I'm not religious, by the way. I was raised religious. We were so religious we weren't allowed to have Count Chocula cereal in the house. Not because for the sugar content, for the demonic implications. That's why we couldn't have it. So I'm not religious, but I guess you could say I'm spiritual. Mainly, because I don't know what else to call it when I put crystals up my ass. I just do what Gwyneth Paltrow tells me to at this point. I don't know. But this is my favorite story in the Bible. This is true. You can look it up. This is a true story. Well, it's true that it's in the Bible. The rest is up to you. But it's a story of a guy going into town. His name is Elisha. He's a prophet or something, and he's just going into town. There's some children on a hill, and they see him, and they yell some slurs at him, which I will be repeating here tonight. Elisha's going through the gate. The kids see him, and they go, "Hey, Baldy!" So hurtful. Oh, my God. Elisha hears that, drops to his knees, immediately starts praying, which, a little dramatic, but I get it, And the weird thing, this is like the only time in the Bible, I'm pretty sure, the only time ever where God answers prayer right away. The only time. They call him Baldy, starts praying, God hears it. What do you think happened? A couple of grizzly bears show up and eat the shit out of these fucking kids. That is true. That happened in the book. You can look it up. Probably some of you are thinking, like, that seems like a pretty harsh, penalty for just being sort of impolite. Their parents are going to find out their kids were mauled to death by bears. A tragedy upon tragedies. How many kids are we talking about? 2, 3? No, 42. That's accurate. In the Bible, God kills 42 children for calling another man bald, which I think means God probably bald. That didn't come out of nowhere, That was spring-loaded. Like it's not even a clever fate. Like irony would be like the kid's hair falls out. They learn their lesson, but it's fine, They live to slur another day. But that wasn't God style. God was like, oh, it's interesting. Interesting you're calling my buddy bald. Huh? Yeah. Bears, kids! What do you think of that? Look, we're all made in the image of God, maybe. I'm just saying, I'm closer. You and me, buddy. It's just you and me. The snow is finally gone in this city, and we can finally now see how terrible the roads are by themselves. It's cracked and falling apart. It's okay. They're all closed. It's fine. I've been told. Now I don't know if this is true, but I've been told that the roads are so terrible in Montreal. They're always under construction. They're always falling apart because of the mafia. I don't know if that's true. I don't know. That's just what they told me. I don't know if that's true. But I hope it's true. Because, I hate to think it's the French trying their best, That's... It's not a good look. Also, if there's any mafia in the audience tonight, just take the money and leave the roads alone. Could you... We understand. Just take the money and don't touch it. Just fine. Recently moved in with my girlfriend, which is super exciting. Thank you. We are a mixed race couple. I'm Italian. Sorry about the roads. we're a mixed race couple. I'm Italian, and she thinks I'm Jewish. It's fine. Half of you did too. It's a common error, common mistake. I don't know why, but like there's a certain subset of people that just can't conceive of an Italian person that wears glasses. I guess I don't know. But no, we are a mixed race couple. I'm Italian, and she's bisexual. You know. So, no, but she's actually Jewish. She's half Jewish. She's half Jewish and half centaur. So if you do the math, she's a quarter horse. I won't tell you which quarter. But it is her penis. What the hell am I talking about? No, she's a good kid. But we moved into a very old building. It is historically protected, which it's got a lot of character, which we like. But because it's historically protected, we had to promise to like maintain the structural integrity of the building the way it was in the 1800s when they originally built it. So we had to agree not to drill holes in the walls. We can't have air conditioning in the winter, in the summertime, and no sodomy. That's what they said. They want to keep it the way it was, you know. So we got to get creative, you know. Like we threw an edging party last week, and it sucked. Nobody came. It was terrible. Look, I know you're not supposed to pick a favorite, but if it's between the deaf and the blind, I'm gonna go with blind. A little bit about me. I used to be a teacher. I taught. Currently, I'm a tutor. I toot. I tutor English as a second language because I speak English, and that's the only requirement. I am nothing if not an underachiever, okay? And I tutor English online, which is great because it's like regular teaching, except you can do it without wearing pants, which you can do in a regular classroom too, but for not as long. I timed it. And my students are adults, which is great because I want to fuck a few of them. Am I right, buddy? No. It's not okay. But I was working with this one guy who's a super cool fella. He's from Germany. He's German. From Germany. It's important. We were doing this exercise where I was just asking him questions on a flashcard that come up just to have a conversation in English. The question we got this particular day was, what are 3 things you could do with a time machine? He's German. All right, some history buffs in the audience. I was so stoked. I was like, do they know the stock comedy answer to this question? We're going to find out tonight. But I was like, oh, interesting. What are 3 things you could do with a time machine? He was like, oh, yeah, wow, that's great. That's the crazy question. I never thought about it before. It's wild. And I was like, yeah, I bet you haven't thought about it. And he thought about it, eventually he's like, I suppose I could go back in time to visit my grandparents again, yeah. And I was like, oh, cool. But in my head I was like, say it! No. I couldn't be like that. I was like, well, you know, that's, interesting. Anyway, you got 2 more goes in the time machine, 2 more goes. You go anywhere you want, anywhere into the future or the past. Not to push you in any direction, but where you want to go? German boy? I don't know. And he thought about it. I swear to God, this was what he said. He said, I suppose I could go back in time to the day I was born and witness my birth. Yuck. I don't know what happened to that country. But I was like, oh, and I couldn't say any of that stuff. I had to keep it myself inward. I was like, no, you're a good and normal boy. Don't have a complex. But as long as we're on the subject of babies, are there any other babies in history you'd like to maybe pay a little visit to? And he could tell at this point that I wanted him to say something specific, but he wasn't sure what it was. He was just kind of studying my face, trying to figure it out. He was like, I could go back in time and witness your birth? And hell, I'll take it, you know. I can't be mad at that. Like, he didn't know. He was just trying to make his teacher proud. He wanted to make me happy. You know, he was just following orders. Look, I'm just saying, I used to work with high school, and that's an actually challenging demographic. I'm just happy to be working with adults now, because, like, honestly, if you gave me the time machine, I don't know ethically if I could kill baby Hitler, but after working with high school, I for sure could kill 15-year-old Hitler. I know that. All right, I'm going to get out of here. My name's Jonathan Burrello. Let's bring your hostess here back to the stage. You got a lot of fun.